Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So autumn has arrived and I'm super excited about that. It's my favourite season. That and winter, I think. I love the coziness of sweaters and cardigans. I just love it. But today we have this cardigan that has a stitch that sort of reminds me of the knit brioche stitch. It's very easy to make, there's nothing too crazy about it. You're going to need a weight 4 yarn and a 6mm hook, and in this tutorial I make a size small. For all other sizes you can check out my blog crochetwithcarrie.com. And the yarn I used was jeans from Line Brand and the colour was Top Stitch. Now for demonstration purposes I'm going to use a larger hook and a larger yarn. It's just easier to show you this stitch. So you're going to start off by making a chain of 74 and then into that second chain from the hook make 1 half double crochet. Then you're going to make a half double crochet into the next chain. And now we're going to do our brioche stitch. So to do that, you're going to go to your first half double crochet that you made and directly underneath that stitch, this is where you're going to insert your hook. So insert your hook underneath that first half double crochet, then pull your yarn through and slightly pull that yarn up to the height of your other loop and then yarn over. Insert your hook into the next chain, pull your yarn through, 4 loops on your hook, then yarn over and pull through all 4 loops. And that's your first brioche stitch made. So you're going to insert your hook into the previous stitch again. You can see that little hole just right there. So insert your hook into that, pull your yarn through, yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, pull your yarn through, 4 loops on your hook and then yarn over and pull through all 4 loops. So as you can see, it's really easy to make. You just insert your hook into the previous stitch and then pull your yarn through, then yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, pull your yarn through, then yarn over and pull through all 4 loops. And you're going to continue that all the way across until you're left with 8 stitches. So leave the last 8 stitches unworked. So now I've worked all the way across and I've 8 stitches left. So into each of these 8 chains you're going to make 1 single crochet. Now of course your piece is going to be a lot bigger. I'm just doing a smaller swatch, I suppose, just for demonstration purposes, but don't forget you're going to have a larger piece to be working with. So the cardigan is going to be worked lengthwise, so that initial chain you made determines the length of your cardigan. So feel free to add more chains. This single crochet section is going to be the bottom ribbing, and then the brioche stitch up on the top is going to be the main body of the cardigan. So for row 2 we are going to chain 1 and then we're going to single crochet working into the back loop only over the next 8 stitches. So you're going to make 8 single crochet back loop only. So once you have your 8 single crochet back loop only worked, we're going to start working on our brioche stitches. The first 2 stitches of our brioche stitch will always be a half double crochet. So you're going to go ahead and make 2 half double crochets. And then you're going to make your brioche stitch. So you're going to work directly underneath the previous half double crochet. So insert your hook under that previous half double crochet, pull your yarn through, yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, pull your yarn through, and then yarn over and pull through all 4 loops. And you're going to continue that all the way across. Insert your hook into that previous stitch, pull your yarn through, yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, pull your yarn through, and then yarn over and pull through all 4 loops, and continue that all the way across. Now for the next row, chain 1 and then turn your work. We're going to work on our brioche stitch. So don't forget, the first 2 stitches of your brioche will be a half double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. So 1 half double crochet and then your second half double crochet. Then you're going to insert your hook directly underneath that first half double crochet, pull your yarn through, yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, pull your yarn through, and then yarn over and pull through all 4 loops. And you're going to continue making this crochet brioche stitch all the way across until 8 stitches remain. And now we have 8 stitches left, so we are going to make 8 single crochet back loop only. And you're going to repeat the last 2 rows until the end of row 23. Then you're going to go ahead and work row 24 in the same pattern, but you're going to leave the last 24 stitches unworked. Then from here we are going to chain 25. This section here is going to be the armhole, and the section that we have worked so far is going to be a front panel. So now you should have 25 chains. So you're going to turn your work, and then into that second chain from the hook you're going to make 1 half double crochet, half double crochet into the next chain, and then you're going to work your brioche stitch just like before. So insert your hook directly underneath that first half double crochet, pull your yarn through, yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, and then pull your yarn through, and then yarn over and pull through all 4 loops. And you're going to go ahead and just work your brioche stitch across all these chains and down along the main body of the cardigan. So you're going to continue working this pattern until the end of row 57. So now your work should look like this, and you should have ended on row 57 down at the bottom where the bottom ribbing is. So from here to here, this is going to be our back panel and the other section is going to be your front panel. So now we're going to work on our second front panel. So you're going to work in pattern all the way up, leaving the last 24 stitches unworked, then chain 25 and then work in your normal pattern back and forth until the end of row 81. At the end of row 81 you're just going to fasten off, and this is a close-up of what the stitch looks like. I think it's really pretty. It just, I don't know, it reminds me so much of the knit brioche stitch, and it's lovely and chunky and thick and perfect for autumn. So now your work should look like this, and we're going to start working now on our sleeves. Now I'm just demonstrating on a bigger yarn and hook. So for the sleeves you're going to chain 61. You're going to work your brioche stitch all the way across until 8 stitches remain. Then you are going to single crochet in those last 8 stitches. For row 2, chain 1 and then turn your work. And this time we're going to work slip stitches working into the back loop only. So go ahead and make 8 slip stitches working into the back loop only. Once you have your slip stitches worked, we're going to work our brioche stitch. So into the next stitch, make 1 half double crochet, then 1 half double crochet into the next stitch. Then you're going to insert your hook into that previous stitch, pull your yarn through, yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, and then yarn over and pull through all 4 loops. And you're going to continue your brioche stitch all the way across to the very end. And once you reach the end, you are going to chain 1 and then turn your work. You're going to work your brioche stitch, then you're going to work 8 single crochet back loop only, and then you're going to chain 1 at the end of that row, and then you're going to turn your work and you're going to work 8 slip stitches working into the back loop only. So you're just going to alternate between doing rows of single crochet back loop only and rows of slip stitches back loop only, just on the cuff section. And of course you're going to do your brioche on the main part of your sleeve. So continue working rows just like that until the end of row 41. When you have completed your row 41, you're going to fasten off and leave a long tail. So now your sleeve should look like this. So next you're going to fold your sleeve lengthwise and you're going to seam this section closed. Then you're going to fold your 2 front panels in and you're going to seam across the 2 shoulders. And then you are going to just seam your sleeves. So next we're going to make our neck ribbing, and this is going to reach, it's going to be long enough to go all the way around the inner edge of our cardigan. And this is going to be crocheted separately and then sewn into the main part of the cardigan. So we're going to start off by making a chain of 9. Then we're going to single crochet into the second chain from the hook and then single crochet into each of the remaining chains. So now at the end of this row you should have 8 single crochet. So for row 2 we're going to chain 1 and then we're going to make 8 single crochets working into the back loop only. And you're going to repeat this row until the ribbing is long enough to go around the entire inner edge of your cardigan. Once you have that done, you're going to fasten off and leave a very long tail, and then you're just going to stitch this ribbing onto the main part of your cardigan. And that's it. That's your cardigan completed. If you liked this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. And don't forget the free written pattern is on my blog, crochetwithcarrie.com. So until next time, take care.